Thank you, everyone. Thank you. I'm your host, Clark Cadet, and welcome to the show tonight at oversaturated Central Pennsylvania Motor Bar. I'd like to welcome everyone to our new kitchen studio. Please welcome our 3 contestants over here. Some really sharp minds over there. Anyway, let's get on to the questions. All right, question number 1. We're going to go to number 3. Number 3. What actually happened to Senate Steve's Corvette? Oh, and I'm so sorry, ladies and gentlemen, we are out of time. Be sure to check out all our sponsors and tune in next week where we learn how to tie a noose. Saturday morning breakfast, man. Nothing beats it. Got the Hatfield bacon. I recommend Wright's bacon. It's probably the best bacon you can ever get. And I also recommend is Also Tools. These guys were nice enough to send me out a little socket tray set. Not a sponsored video, I don't think. I think it's just like a little test run. But my sockets I get from Craftsman, they come in these junk little containers, and then these things are just a godsend. These things are actually made really well. They didn't ask me to do a review or anything like that. They're cheap, like cheap in the sense of money-wise, but they're built really well. So big ups to these guys. Go give them a thank you on their Instagram. Say, hey, thanks for hooking up RFRacing, and check out their products. Not a paid promotion, but really thankful these guys are looking out, doing it big for their city. Welcome to my garage. Also just sold this. I have to ship it out yet. The stock air intake for the car. And this has been sitting out in the rain. There's probably some water in here. Oh yeah, definitely. But someone wanted it for $100. I kind of think I ripped him off. So, but yeah, it's cool. Pays for some other stuff for the car. Got the other pieces over here. My backyard is a mess. Trying to get the house in order. And looking to move here pretty soon. Want to upgrade to a bigger home. So I think that'll be pretty beneficial. But here it is, the new mods for the Mustang. I got these. They don't color match. The problem is, and I know a lot of people don't actually like those. They look a little weird, especially in black on this. I'll throw them on here real quick so you guys can actually see. I don't know. What do you guys think? Leave them black or color match them? I personally think it looks like a disaster. It just looks so bad. Color match, I think it'll look really good. And then maybe some new wheels on the back that'll just finish this project up real nice on the outside for aesthetic reasons. There's not much else I really want to do other than a hood. I mean, the vehicle, everything else is underneath the hood that would have to be done, because when I was at Pocono, it was so embarrassing getting just trashed that bad. And it's not that it's like the car's fault. I was just competing with cars that were 400, 500 more horsepower than this thing. So I'd like to get it to that stage and still be able to daily it. So we'll see how that goes. But yep. New mod on the Mustang, another aesthetic, but we got some under the hood mods coming here pretty soon. So let's see if we can get some paint to match this stuff. It's pretty expensive. I saw like, hey, this is a silver ingot, and the exact paint match for this is, you can get it on Amazon for like $8, and it says it's exact, but apparently the reviews aren't that great. It's meant for touch-up stuff, not big parts. And if you want to pay the primo price for like the big stuff, it's going to be at least $40 to $50. So I'm going to try and see if there's any local guys that'll mix some paint for me. I just got to get the paint coat off here. I know it's ingot silver or something like that. And yeah, this will look pretty good. Let me know what you guys think though. Do you like the black? I personally do not. Just makes it look like a big bubble. So none of the other paint colors that are better quality are going to be able to ship out in time. So we got here Amazon Prime account. Gonna be getting that in 2 days. So I guess this is gonna be a test sample of how well Duplicolor can have a perfect match to the silver ingot. And just like that, the paint is in. Thank you, Amazon, for the next day delivery. So this should, I don't know. I've seen bad reviews of this before. The can's a little bit small, a little bit less than like a regular can. That'd be normally like up to here somewhere. It's 8 ounces. I think regular spray paint cans are 12 ounces. So we're 4 ounces short. Gonna be doing a little bit of prep on the parts itself. Gonna sand them down with some very fine sandpaper, just a little bit, just as something to grip onto. And we're gonna be putting some clear coat over that just to make it look sort of factory, as best as we can. But first, let me show you guys what's out in the driveway. Yes, that is a beautiful view to wake up to in the morning. I took it to work today. Mike let me borrow it just to goof around for a couple days because he's such a great guy. And as you guys can see, this thing is insane. Brakes squeak like no other. And there's a few things wrong with it. Obviously, it has 40,000 miles on it, but this thing is beautiful. Yeah, big fan. One of the more aesthetically pleasing cars I've ever driven before. It's just like the Aventador. It just has that same feel. Only problem is doors don't go up. So in that regard, I'd have to go with McLaren all day. But it's pretty great. And it's a V10. But of course, whenever you have a Lamborghini to play with, who doesn't love cleaning and painting Mustang parts that are cheap and, well, pretty much worthless. All right, so you're looking at 24 hours later with 3 coats. it looks pretty good. I held it up after 2 coats. There was a little bit of spotty. I wasn't smooth with my the strokes over top with the paint. But let me tell you something. Yeah, I understand that my paint setup here isn't the best. I'm painting, for God's sakes, on trash cans. The color match is really close, and I think after some clear coat, we're gonna have a pretty good color match here, to the point that it's passable, and that's pretty cool because it's inexpensive, and I've always wanted these parts on my vehicle. I know that a lot of people aren't into this type of stuff. I am. I think it looks great, and yeah, just have to make sure we get the tape off. The double-sided tape is a little gooey. May have to let it sit out in the sun just so the glue or adhesion sort of loosens up a little bit. But yeah, I think it looks really great. All right, so we're like 3 days later after all these events. I've been painting like crazy. I have to be filming inside from my laundry room to outside because the neighbor next door is blasting copywritten Florida Georgia line. So we're gonna have to hang out in here for a little bit and then I guess mute the audio whenever I got there to paint. I have the final coat on there from the paint touch-up. Had to order another can. These things are like just microscopic little chodes. And we're gonna be shooting on the clear coat here, trying to make it shine up a little bit. I stuck up against the car. The results aren't as good as I was hoping. I don't know, the paint just looks like, well, spray paint. So we're gonna have to see how this looks on the vehicle. Got some heavy duty 3M tape to stick it on. That's one of the big downfalls with these parts is the tape. It's like it's like a stick-on part. It's totally aesthetic. So let's hope it turns out okay. I'm sure I've mentioned in videos past about what happened to my laptop. The reason the video uploads haven't been occurring more regularly, and it's part laziness on my part and lack of just ideas and time, enough excuses, but the real reason is the fact that United Airlines busted my original editing laptop. Let me pull this out for you. I essentially paid them almost $100 for all these check bags. You can kind of, it's really hard to see the cracks. Maybe it'll power up, but it's just totally destroyed. Yeah, so everything's broken on this. $75 check on bag. They took no responsibility. I'm stuck with the bill. So I decided, hey, go big or go home. Let's take this YouTube stuff seriously. And I bought this gaming laptop. Not for gaming. I don't really play too many video games like I used to. Bought this because it says that it was really good specs for editing. Now, I know I should have just got a desktop, but hey, laptops are cooler, easier to take around. I travel a lot. And then it turns out that even though it's a nice laptop and it was expensive, the SD card reader does not work on it. So, I don't know what the issue is there. Got Sony Vegas on it, so we'll try to get videos out as quick as I can more regularly once all these issues are worked out. So back to the mods for the Mustang. All right, moment of truth. Here we got a little grabber blue. Very nice. All right, so I got my chemical here, just alcohol, a bit of isopropyl. Man, when you really get down to the nitty-gritty of your car, there's a lot of stuff that you'll find that's not too pleasant. Paint chips galore. So the overhang is just enough, and I can't make an adjustment, but I mean, it's basically flush. Like, if you came up to this, you'd have to literally get right to where the camera is to notice that it's a millimeter just too far. And the door shuts just fine. I think it looks good. Let me give you guys a better angle. This is passenger side, obviously. Yeah, I'm hip. I actually like these more than the window louvers. So if we don't like the window louvers, as long as these look good, I'm happy. I know the stick-on parts are most people think, but I think it makes the car look a little bit wider, and that's what I'm all about on these cars, just the bigger hips. I love that on the Corvettes, how big the hips are. You ever see a Camaro with them where the wheel spacing in the back's wide? They have a big body kit on the back. It looks amazing. So this one you can tell a little bit that the color doesn't perfectly match. Maybe not so much on camera. Side louvers look really good, little side intakes. But yeah, the window louvers, not so much. They may have to come off. We'll see how I feel about it here a little bit throughout the day. May have to give them a wash too. I don't know, just seem a little more flat than the rest of the car. Yeah, I think the louvers are gonna be a no-go. Intakes look great. Louvers we're gonna have to shed. Just doesn't look good with the paint. I don't know why. I guess the clear coat didn't come across as much as I wanted to, where it would give it some gloss. But enough of the car, let's go mess with the truck a little bit. So Mike told me I could pull out the wiring from in here. This is just where it was tucked in at. Okay, yeah, it's just 2 bare wires, power and the neutral. All right, that's not too bad. Lots of rust in there, so you have to caulk up some of these holes. but I'd like to get those wired up to a switch as soon as possible. Luckily, the one light bar that was sent out to us comes with a wiring harness, and that was by Armored Lighting. So big ups to them again for sending me the light bar out, but I think we're going to use their light bar for their wiring harness for the bigger light bar on top of the truck. Should be easy to work with. It's an illuminated switch, so it is legal, even though the light bar itself is illegal because it's going to be uncovered. But yeah, I think it's going to look great. Lots of stuff headed in the future for this truck, so let's see if we can get a jump start on that and start cutting up our nice wires here. Mirrors soon, I promise. Mirrors very soon. But anyway, I hope everyone enjoyed this quick little update on the Mustang. Lots more to come. Going to try and focusing more on the truck after this. We're headed into the winter months, so we have to make that transition. I understand that most of you are here for the 6.5, and I can't blame you. The truck is amazing. I love that thing. But it's summertime, got to try and take advantage of this nice weather and focus a little bit more on the Mustang. But we still have to fix the relay on the truck itself to make sure that, well, it's ready for winter, because without glow plugs, it's obviously not going to start. So that's probably going to be the next issue we deal with here, because weather's getting a little bit colder out, and I cannot wait to get this thing in the snow. I mean, that is, honestly, it's the only reason I'm okay with summer ending, is to have this thing in four-wheel drive in the snow. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Leave a comment. I get back to all comments. I'll make sure I'll read every single one. Likes are always appreciated. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And I hope you all had a great Labor Day weekend.